Hey guys, what's up? So as you can see, I am in my car. I took my daughter to her eye exam. So I didn't want to go in, so I just sat in the car. And so I guess I'll talk to you guys for a while until she gets out. Um, how's everybody today? At this angle, this is a perfect angle. What you guys think? Because it's on my windshield, like right above my rear view mirror. I think it's a perfect angle. I like it. But yes, I'm sitting in my car. It's not too hot right now, but I know in about 30 minutes it's probably gonna spice up and I'm gonna be in here cooking like some chicken. But anyway, um yeah, so I know a lot of people feel like spring begins in like March. It's April, almost May. So the new year, some people say January, some people say right now. I kind of feel like right now is the new year. It's just a feeling. It's not something that I normally do, because I'm normally like everybody else. The new year is January, but for some reason I feel like this is right now is the new year. So slowly but surely I've been coming to the realizations that it's time to like get rid of stuff. That can mean physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. So physically in my house, I've been just getting rid of a lot of stuff. Some things that I hold on to and I kind of don't know why I hold on to it, but I've been like slowly but surely like, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. And every little thing that I get rid of. I mean the smallest minute thing that I get rid of that I know I've been holding on to for like years and it really serves no purpose is just like, oh, I might need this. It's it's feeling like a weight. Every time I throw something away, it feels like a weight is being lifted off of me. Like even if it's the smallest thing, it's like the weight is being lifted off of me every time I throw something away. And it feels good. Actually, it feels good. I look around my room and there's some things that I know needs to go. I think about it and I'll be like, well, maybe. But I feel like now if you think, then it needs to go. If you think about it, it needs to go. If it pops in your head, sorry, people just walk by me. But if it pops in your head, it needs to go, you know? Because if you're thinking about it, somebody else just walked by me. If you're thinking about it, then that means that there's that thought that you might not need it. If you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, declutter. I think right now, and as I'm getting older, I want to kind of practice a lifestyle change, which is being more minimal on the things that I get and the things that I want, because what you want and what you need are two different things. And when you want something, you have to ask yourself, which I know a lot of people, they don't, like including myself. You ask yourself, do I want this for me or do I want this to impress others? That's the question, you know? That's the question. And if you don't really want it for you, you just want it so people can look at you in a different light, then that's the wrong reason to have things in your life. Like, people get big houses, Are you getting this big house because you need the space? It accommodates your lifestyle. Are you getting this big house just to show people that I got money to get this big house? And what? You know, it's things like that. I see a lot of people, and don't get me wrong, your life is your life. You do you. But at the end of the day, make it makes sense, to not only you, but anything in your life should represent you, not represent what you feel people think you should be, or what you want people to feel like who you are, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, I see a lot of people, as soon as they get money, they buy expensive stuff like Louis, Gucci, Balenciaga, and a whole bunch of other people I can't name. They get it, and they get it. I feel like personally, like, people get that that's the first thing they run to because it shows that you can afford it. But is it showing to yourself that you can afford it? And is it a reward to yourself for doing so good where you put yourself in the position to afford it? Or you just want everybody else that you come into contact with to know that you can afford it? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm coming from a position where I can't afford stuff, but I am 40. I can't afford. I can't afford any of that. I can't afford Gucci, Louis. But I feel like for me, that's not something I would want, because I'm older, so my mindset is different. If you younger, I not saying that I don't understand the standpoint. I do understand it. I understand it. I understand why people buy those kind of things. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you accomplished something. You got somewhere in life where you thought you wasn't going to never be able to achieve, or maybe you did think you was going to achieve it, and when you got there, you was like, this what I'm getting, this what I want, this the goal. But like I said, if that's for you, not for others, if that's for you, then it's for you. This is something you personally, was your personal goal to accomplish, and it makes you feel good. But when people buy stuff just to entertain or show others that I got this and I got money, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons, in my opinion. And getting back to my whole getting rid of stuff and being minimalist and all this kind of stuff, I feel like a lot of stuff that I want, I don't need it because it doesn't fit into who I actually am. I don't know if everybody comes to this point in life, but it doesn't fit to who I am. It's not representing who I am. I think majority of the time I may get stuff because it's just, like I said, it's showing other people that, hey, I got this. And if somebody comes to my house, it was never about who I actually am. It never represented me. So at this point, I'm getting rid of stuff because from this point on, anything I bring in, it has to be a representation of who I am. The things that I buy are things that I want, that makes me who I am, that shows everybody who I am, and not who I should be or my status or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's that mindset makes things more achievable than going after materialistic stuff in the goal to show people that you can do it, if that makes sense. Now, like I said again, I'm not knocking people who do this, because to each his own. But for me personally, it's time for me to just be me. And I feel like for me, I would prefer to be, I'm not going to say full minimalist, but minimalist, like less is more. is what I'm trying to say. I know that's less is more for me, and this is just for me. I mean, there's a lot of people who won't agree, and a lot of people like, girl, what are you talking about? You know, even if I made millions, I don't want a gigantic mansion. You know, I want land and put a comfortable house on it, and that's it. You know, and I feel like that's minimalist for me because it represents who I am. So the moral of the story is, if you feel like you have stuff that does not serve you a purpose, or you're not doing it because this is what represents you and it makes you feel like you are being your true self and your best self, don't get it. Change whatever needs to be changed. Get rid of whatever needs to get rid of. Because a lot of stuff that you keep, if it's not something that's benefiting you, it can be a burden. You know, you have emotional attachments to things that emotionally happen to you in your life, and sometimes you got to get rid of that.
Okay.
Shit. You know, you got to get rid of that. I'm sorry I stop talking every time somebody passes my car. But I feel like anything that is damaging you or causing emotional hindrance, because you can put that into materialistic things, you need to get rid of it. And that's roundabout what I am doing. Like, I hold on to things. I have no use for, you know. And so now, starting this year, I just had the urge to, like, I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get rid of it. I don't need it. I don't need it in my life. It's not serving me a purpose in my life. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And it may take a long time, you know. It may take a long time, but I'm dedicated to the cause, and I know this is something I need to do to clear me emotionally, mentally, you know, help my mental out, to just get rid of it. And I tell you guys, every time I get rid of any little thing that I've been holding on to, it feel like a weight, a little piece is just, little pieces of weight just, you know, because everything, I feel like everything has a season, like people. And when the season is over, get rid of it. So that was my speech, my thought process, my encouragement, motivation, you know, advice, if people need it for today. And I guess I'll just continue to sit in this car and wait for my daughter, probably watch some YouTube or TikTok or what's the other one? Instagram. Yeah. So yeah, that was all I wanted to say. I hope you guys have a good day. Enjoy your day. Get rid of stuff you don't need in your life, and keep your health up. Peace.